Hey everyone, Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate. I hope you're doing great. So, Francis reached out to me, says, started my own business, but I'm having a hard time getting work. I have a Facebook and waiting to get approved by Google. What's a good way to get leads and gain more customers? Great question. Let's dive in. So, I've started multiple businesses, and I can tell you what. You have to live, breathe, and eat business. It does not come easy. So let's just kind of go on the residential side, not so much the commercial side. Some of the tricks I did, and the thing is you're always swinging, but you don't know if you ever hit. You know what I mean? It's unless you ask when the person, you contact them or you go to their place or you talk to them on the phone and you ask them. And that is a very important thing to ask. How did you find us? How did you know about us? I used to have a little thing, a line I put every time. I'd write out the certain things. I had like Google ads, I had word of mouth, I had sticker, and I'd put a line by them every time, across, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'd get a list so I could kind of see where things were going. Was it the phone book? Was it Google? Was it Facebook? I don't think I really had Facebook kind of when I started. But here's an idea, right? I was literally at Home Depot yesterday. And I'm sitting there, right? And I'm dealing with the door section. Imagine that, right? But it's for a man door. And I'm watching the customers walk by. And I'm thinking, boy, I should have a shirt on for advertisement, right? This lady that's serving me, she's doing a great job. I even asked her about garage door. I said, hey, who's doing? I could easily slip this lady a card and say, hey, if you wouldn't mind recommending, local small business, if they get somebody that you don't make a sale to or they got something that's just unique and they need help, you always got to be thinking outside of the box. Now, another thing that I've done is if I've had a service truck, right? Because I've always had 2 service trucks starting out roughly. Even with just a magnet sticker on it. I've literally taken that truck. If that truck's not moving for the day or whatever, I've taken it to Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever a big lumberyard company, and I've stuck them out there, right? Just let them sit for the day. Let them sit there idle. Put them kind of towards the end of the parking lot. So when people pull in, they're kind of seeing it. They're working their way around it, right? That works for advertisement. Is it a home run? Probably not. You got to keep working. You got to keep hustling. You got to remember, there is so many things that are happening out there. People's garage doors are breaking. People are having fires, like the picture here. People are getting divorced. People are passing away. All these things, it's vibrations. Everything's changing, right? And all you got to do is try to get out in front of that. And sometimes you got to play dirty, right? Some people are using the Facebook. I don't go too crazy on it. I think it's a little more hyped. I think there's a sometimes a trashier customer on that site for whatever reason. They're always looking for a deal, right? Everything you put on there, everybody knows this, right? You want $20 or you take $100 off. You make it for $120. Will you take $100? There's kind of a game that's played. But you got to remember, sometimes all it takes is get in front of that one customer. That might be a home run, that they might do some rentals and stuff. Another thing you might want to consider, which I've even thought about this, get with some property managers, because they deal with multiple, they're always looking for a deal, right? And right now, if you got nothing going on, you'll take anything, right? If you're making $10 an hour, you make $10 an hour, it's better than nothing, right? Because at least you're putting forth the effort and you're showing yourself, you're putting the stickers on the door, you're doing, don't forget stickers. You got to put stickers. That's for future work. So make sure you're putting stickers on the doors. Sometimes you got to get creative, and you got to remember, sometimes we're too amped up about giving this money to Google and Facebook, right? We're going to give this money to them and they're going to solve all our problems. Something you might want to consider, start handing out some t-shirts, start handing out some sweaters. People love these things. They love them. They love a free hoodie. They love a free t-shirt. Make sure it's got the little pocket, right? To put the cell phone or a pack of cigarettes. And, you just got to be creative. I know people fight me all day long. I still get people in the comment sections, right? But I believe in the yard sign because I think sometimes we've become so disconnected nowadays that we're almost kind of reverting back, right? it's kind of like we don't pick up books anymore, but when you do, it's to feel the paper and think about that's what your ancestors did, right? You put a yard sign up. It's physical. You know it's somebody local. You know it's not a scam. Somebody had to get out of a vehicle and walk their hiney up there to stick her in the ground. You know what I mean? It's there. It's saying, I want your business. I am curious. I want to do something with you. Please. You know, and you can make them pretty inexpensive. You can pick them up if you in a certain area. There is certain towns that don't allow them, so do it on the weekend. You know, you just got to be kind of creative about it. And at nighttime, instead of sitting there watching Netflix, you know, be on Craigslist. Put something out there and advertise. Offer a free service. You know, hey, we're doing free preventative maintenance. You know, with the purchase of this or something. You can do so many things. You know, do the free estimates. Tell them you do same day service. That's what really kicked off. I think it's even in this picture. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it says right there, same day service. You know, anything to stir the pot. You know what I mean? There's just so many things you can do. But like I said, yeah, Google is helpful, you know, if you can get there. Don't forget to get your customers to hopefully give you a good review. But like I said, I think we put too much faith into it. I think there's other ways of the avenue. Make sure you always got business cards. Business cards kind of seem like a dying thing, but I tell you what, there's no other way to connect with somebody unless you pull out the phone, which isn't really proven, because think about it. They pull out their phone, you give them your number, and they type it in wrong. Bye-bye. There goes the customer. And you guys got to remember, in my previous video, I talked about this before. This is my opinion. This is not a good economy. This is a lame duck year, 2024. We don't know which way the presidency is going to go. We might have a boost. This could go on for a while. We got a lot of things in the pot right now, and we got a lot of things that are in the pressure cooker that's about ready to pop, in my opinion. So if you're thinking about jumping ship, yeah, you might want to hang on because, like I said, right now, the economy in multiple other businesses I've seen are not that robust right now. So you have to remember, if you're doing residential is always linked. Right? Residential is always linked to the TV. There's so many people that watch that TV and believe in that TV, what the Fox News is telling them, what CNN is telling them, you know, what Oprah's telling them. The list goes on. And all it takes is for them to say, oh, things aren't going so good, things are going down, blah, blah, blah. Plus we have higher interest rates, so money's tighter for a lot of people. We have inflation. We have a lot of things in the mix right now that are causing people to think twice, running things longer, including myself, you know, repairs that you might do yourself versus you call somebody. You got to remember when all that stimulus money was out there, you know, people are just couldn't wait to spend it. It was burning a hole in their pocket. So just remember, don't get discouraged. You know, hopefully if you can make enough money to survive, you know, you keep going. Don't be afraid to invest and try some stuff. Dabble around. Like I said, the t-shirts. Make sure you're getting stickers. Make sure you got business cards. Make sure you're doing yard signs. Put them out there. You don't even really have to ask. The customer don't like it, they're going to tell you. Leave it out there too when you're done with a job, even if it's for an opener, for a residential garage door, for a service even. You know, say, hey, look, would it be okay if I leave this out here for a week? And make sure you're a person of your word and you go pick it up when you said you're going to. If you can leave it out there, tell them you're a small business. You know, people really sympathize when you just communicate with them and say, you know, I need help. I'm starting out. You'd be surprised at people, how much they will refer you, especially if you do good work, if you're an honest person. So go to Home Depot, start mingling around the garage door section, right? I was there the other day, like I said, and I just had somebody, I sold them on some caulk guns. She just asked, and I said, well, here, don't buy these cheap ones. I said, you know, even if you got a shirt on, and they say, hey, is that your business? You know, make sure it's on the back. They're seeing your shirts, you know what I mean? And make sure you got those business cards handy. But I hope this kind of helps. Like I said, you really just sometimes got to open up your mind. Make sure you're doing every free thing. There's Nextdoor. That's a new thing now. People are doing it. You can post it on there. You know, try to get on any kind of free social media you can. Just stir up things. Like I said, you see people comment even on Facebook or something, get on there. Say, hey, I'm providing a free service call. You pay for the material, whatever you got to do just to stir it. You got to get those vibrations going. You got to get it so the word starts getting out there. Because for me, it never failed. We get slow, right? I start doing something. I get locked into something that I shouldn't have done it for so cheap. And bam, here comes the other jobs that were better paying and the phones are ringing. And that's what you want sometimes. Sometimes you just got to do that. You know what I mean? You got to take a little sacrifice to make that phone ring and get those bigger jobs. So anyways, I'd like to see what your guys' comments are below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Become a subscriber. It's free. And if you don't mind, hit that like button, just a tap on your way out. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.